But another area that I think is not overvalued at this point, based on where the underlying commodity goes, is the overall energy sector. Now you've had kind of energy, especially in the WTI, kind of been on a tug of war of late. It's been between that $52 to $54 level. And we've had a lot of kind of talk around, what's going to drive the energy sector higher. Is it Econ 101, supply versus demand? So you have this big conference in the U.S. this week, the CIRA week in Houston, and you even have the likes of, Nigerian Secretary for OPEC, Mohammed. I can't remember his name offhand, but he's there. In terms of hosted a dinner. So they're trying to form an alliance to help either the OPEC, non-OPEC, and the U.S. kind of maybe come to some type of agreement that would help kind of drive that sector higher. So if you do see oil prices stabilizes and head further higher from here, I think you could have a definite impact on the stocks within that energy sector.
Do you really think that you're going to get the US to come to the table on this? I mean, they've got their producers, which have been offline, of course, with the oil prices at the very low level that they were at last year, coming back online as the price goes up. I mean, they're not going to stop doing that, are they?
Well, look, I think that's where it's kind of a catch-22. So you even have the IEA, who just came out recently saying there's potential supply crunch going out into 2020. Now, so if oil stays at these prices or lower, the capex spending around production isn't going to be there. Now, is that going to be a problem a couple years down the road? Because we've seen decline in spending over the last 2 years in the whole oil sector, for production. Now, if we have another 2 or 3 years of that, are we going to run into a supply crunch as early as 2019 or 2020? Near term, you got to look at, okay, are these, OPEC, non-OPEC, and U.S. going to kind of come together, or some type of alliance out of self-preservation? Because they're kind of this $52 to $54 range is right at that range. Like, okay, we can make some money as the frackers and the oil producers in the U.S. But if we go 10% lower from here, like, we're not making money.